Hello, welcome back to Average Gamer Plays Factorio. Doing a bit of work in the background on the main base, adding some new solar panels. Sort of added this other row down here. I now have, how many do I now have? 621,000. And we shall see how long they last overnight. But while I was doing that, I was sort of having a look over at the base, and there's still an awful lot of traffic happening over here. So I'm going to have a little redesign. When I was redoing the smelting array, I suspected that I may have to add extra lines here, because these trains are all queuing up to pick up from this smelter, and I suspect that it's actually, oh no, it's not quite empty, but it's very nearly empty. But yeah, these, even though it's set to 2 trains, there are 5 trains with that stop, and they're all queuing up, and they're queuing up back here, and then they're causing this tail back further back here. So I'm going to do something with these lines. Now, what I think I might do, let's talk about this while I'm on the road. I can either add extra diagonal stackers in here, which I might do. It'll be a little bit fiddly. I've just got to sort of work one out, and then I can copy and paste it into all the others. Or I can separate out the line for the so the line for the ores coming in is this one, and the line for the plates going out is this one. Obviously trains are queuing up along here on the plates going out. So if I make this line, if I separate this out at the start here, and just make this like a longer line coming down here and looping back up, so that these trains have basically got a much longer distance of line to stack up on, then the ore trains will be able to get in a lot sooner. Now I've got another idea. Well, I've got a few ideas. It's just a case of how long it's going to take me to put them into action. But I've been working on another version of the low density structures, because I'm getting that uses an awful lot of copper, and it is getting the copper. Well, it's basically not getting any copper at all, because you know there's just not enough in the system. So it's basically being starved. And if I change the layout or change the design, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. This is why I can't talk and play at the same time. Change the design so that it gets the copper straight from the smelters instead of from the trains, then so I'm just thinking about something where I just run a whole bunch of smelters straight into the low density structures. Ooh, that is a train crash. Fuel, let's just refuel that. Let's just send that through to there. Break that line. I just need to signal this line appropriately for all these trains. Right, so now we should be in a situation at least where all the trains waiting to pick up plates are queuing up down here, and all the trains delivering ores can at least get in. There are so few trains delivering ores, it's unbelievable. But at least a train delivering ore shouldn't be held up by a train waiting for plates. It should at least be able to get straight in. Now, it does seem that there are twice as many trains waiting to pick up plates as there are trains delivering ores. So Looks like I might need to put some extra signals along that section there coming out of that depot. That goes all the way up there. Okay, let's just sort of follow this one. That's going to smelting 3. Okay, so that's going up this way to the smelter up there. So yeah, look at this. I don't believe it. Look at all these trains queuing up to pick up plates. And there's 4 ore trains here. And then basically tons of plate trains. But why they're all going to the same station, I do not know. That line needs to be even longer. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've got 16 trains there queuing up to pick up plates. That one's still got, oh no, that's probably just filled up. Right, that can go to there. That one hasn't got any plates to pick up, so that can go back to the depot. I mean, I don't suppose it actually matters how long I extend that line to be, because there's always going to be more trains coming in. There's plenty of ore trains coming in down the other line now. Yeah, one after the other. It's a plate train. It's a plate train. That's ores coming in. So I've got this. this whole system may be sort of fundamentally broken, and may have to actually just start smelting at the mines. I was initially, you know, I've been very dead set against that, because when a mine gets depleted you have to move the whole smelter as well, so I'd rather just have the smelters in one place and then move the mines. But it's obviously you know, there's not enough mining going on to feed it, but there's too many requests for plates, and then the ores are getting blocked up. So I either need to add several more smelting stations and several more depots and several more trains and several more mines, or, well, I probably will have to do that eventually as well. But I've got this idea. There are lots of copper mines, copper ore patches up here. 196 million there, 144, 140, 103 million there. So what I'm now half tempted to do is mine these patches, and I've been working on, let me just show you on this should at least get things moving a little bit more, but it would have been better if, actually, let me just tweak this a little bit. Let me just make that line, because that isn't quite long enough. That's just blocking that. So let me just I wanted to wait for that train to... Right, so if I have that there and then that one there, got to wait for that train to get out of the way. If I extend this line a little bit, then the trains will queue up there, and then all the other empty plate trains will wait outside here, and it still won't stop the ore trains coming in. So basically, as soon as this train moves, which it will in a minute, I will cut this line, and then the trains will start coming down there. They go in and queue up, they go in and queue up. At least the ore trains will be able to get in and deliver the ores. I just don't want the ore trains to be queuing up. Now, of course, there could end up being so many plate trains queuing up that the ore train, you know, is just waiting behind them. Right, so let's see what happens here. This one waits there. That one... Oh, that's even worse. I need to get rid of that signal. But I don't want to do it just yet because I'm going to wait for these trains to start moving. Come on, get out of the way. Right, why are none of those ore trains coming in? Right, do I need to put... No, I need to put... So that is now red because that is green. No, that is now... I don't want to take these signals off because well, that train's moving. I need a chain signal. There needs to be a chain signal there, I think. So these are all plate trains and none of them can go in because that line is blocked. But if an ore train comes along, that's an ore train. but it's on the wrong line. Yeah, I don't want to be sitting here just manually coordinating trains. Right. I do need to have a major rethink about my smelting strategy. Because this is most definitely not working. I mean, there's no problem with iron or brick. See, those are full. That one's full. That one's pretty full. So there's no problem there on the iron. It's just purely copper. So, all right. I'm going to put this plan into action for the for my redesign of the low density structures, because right, so let's have a look at sandpit now. So this is what I've come up with, and I've blueprinted this, so this is why I've taken off all the Infinity loaders and whatever, so there's no items in here. So basically I've got a row of 42, I think, smelters. And they're going to take obviously the raw ore in the top, they're going to smelt it, they're going to come straight out onto a line, and then these lines are going to go into there's 7 per factory, because each one of these, we have a look at that, it uses 6.4 belts of copper plate. So there's 7 belts coming in, 4, and then there's 9 rows here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 columns of factories down there. So I've got a 4 to 5 output and a 3 to 4. So there's 7 coming in and 9 coming out. And then there's 7 coming down this one and 9 coming out, and then the last 7 come down to this one, and then there's 9 coming out, and it's the same on this side. And I've sort of rearranged everything and moved all the factories closer together, and you know, it's still quite a sort of compact build, and it fits into an octagon very nicely. It does use obviously a lot more belts, but I've blueprinted that. So it won't take me long to put it in, I think, because so what I'll do first is I'm going to ignore all that. That will just work itself out eventually. But if I tweak this setup and just basically run a whole bunch of belts of ore down from the mines straight into those rows of smelters, that will eliminate a lot of traffic and requests for copper plate trains, because that low density factory I think uses more than anything else. So let's go back to Megabase storage. I'm going to stock up on a few items that I'm pretty sure we're going to need. I've already brought back a whole bunch of belts and undergrounds and things like that. So if we have a look at new LDS, let me just make some notes without nudging my mouse out of the way. We need 14k belts, 4k speed 3, 1.9k beacons, 1.9k prod 3, 1.8k undergrounds, 546. I'm gonna a lot of these items will come from the sort of dismantling of the old one, but I'm gonna need obviously some extra, 394 poles, medium poles, and I'm going to load this stuff up onto a train, and if I have to make a couple of journeys forwards and backwards, so 27 substations and 144 big power poles and 33 roboports. Now I'll have a lot of this stuff sort of already at that location, because that is where there's going to be stuff to dismantle. So let's pick up a whole bunch of stuff and stick it on the train anyway. So prod 3, we need a whole bunch of that. Speed 3 will have a whole bunch of that. And if I need to add extra trains, and then I'll take some, I've got 50, yes, I was going to stock up on, I haven't got a lot of construction, that's right, I put a lot of construction bots into the solar panel array. That's where I put them all. Okay, so let's pick up, what did I need there? 1800 undergrounds. We'll just have all of those off there. And we needed a whole bunch of beacons. Put those on there. We'll just pick up a bunch more. So I'll end up probably having to make a couple of journeys forwards and backwards. But we will, right, low density structures. Let's get this on the go, because I think that is the main reason why I'm not launching rockets as fast as I can. I mean, obviously there might be copper plate shortages in other areas of the factory as well, but setting up this factory, just getting the copper straight from the mines into the smelters into the low density structures is going to drastically reduce the amount of copper traffic needed around the rest of the base. So Do I have some... Do I have any roboports on here? Because what I needed to do... Let's have a look at the roboport coverage. Yeah, I need to get the roboports kind of down to the train, or certainly down to sort of this area. I could temporarily steal a couple of roboports from another build. There are 350 construction bots in there. So if I start, let's just manually take up these stations so that it won't request any more copper. A bunch of storage chests. And then if I go for which deconstruction planner? I think it was... I might not actually have it anymore. Right, let's see what I've got here. That looks like a reasonable one to have. I need to add on... Yeah, that's the one. Gets rid of the arms. Right. Put that at the top left. If I swipe that over there, it sort of deletes everything except the power. Yeah, I'll have to delete the rails separately, that's okay. Let's turn those off. Right, let's go to this deconstruction planner. Let's add rails, signals, LTN stations, LTN combinators, which I don't think are even on that list. Okay. Right, let's turn off my robots. So let's just do if I take up these assembly machines myself, then it picks up so many more items all in one go, whereas the bots have got to take the productivity modules in one go and then the contents in another journey and then whatever. So it will actually speed up the dismantling of everything if I do some of it myself. Okay, still a few little bits and pieces left over. Let's make sure we actually tidy everything up. Yeah, hiding in the trees. Power pole. And there's another power pole up there, so let's make sure that we clear everything out first, because if we leave anything behind, it'll get in the way. There it is, hiding in the trees again. Right, don't think there's any dots left over there. So we have blueprints, new low density structures, and it is going to go about that. So let me let's pick up things like, so I've got power poles. Let's pick up a whole bunch of power poles. I've got big electric poles, I've got substations. Robo ports. Let's just run around and replace a few extra bits and pieces as I'm going along, but the whole point of this is to get the power infrastructure in place. And the robo ports. Right. We'll see how far that gets. It probably won't get all the way until that one there gets powered up. Right, we've now rebuilt all of this. I had to make a couple of trips back to my storage area to pick up extra fast inserters and beacons, but everything there is built. I've taken up some of the roboports, which is why there's a gap there, and I did that just so that I could get all the actual construction bots back, so I could actually fill the rest of it myself. So I've got this ore patch over to the side here, and I've put some miners down on it. So let's see how many belts we've got on here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okie dokie. So right, I need to get these right, so I'll go in a straight line into through there and then up and across. So let's go over to here. I'll take that up later on. So we've got one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. Get those in a nice neat line. I'll pick up. There were any ghosts there anymore? Right. So it's just going to be an awful lot of, you know, this sort of belt placing. Right, so that's that from there. And then we will need to where do they go over to? Right, so we need to do a big again. Right, now then, I don't want to have to do that junction too many times, so let's get back in Spidertron. Right. Come on. Right, we might have to get some of these to come out the other side. Oop. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Actually, come up there. So let's just double check. Let's see. How that looks. So we got that going across there. I need some undergrounds, and I have some undergrounds. I think we're going to have to well, so 600 left. Copy that. Flip. Rotate. Where's Spidertron? He's all the way back over there. Okay. Right, let's... Ghosts down for those while we're there. Stick some of that into there. Pick up, I've stuck half a thing of that there. So you hold out shift. Okay, so we now have 19 sets of mining drills leading into 19 belts, leading into 19 smelters, leading into lots of different low density structure factories. Now we still need right, let's hook up the input stations. We've got we haven't got any rails, so let's grab some rails off there. Rail curve that away. I did keep the train station names. Let's request some iron, some steel and plastic. Do this in a neat way. Okay. Look at that already. They're coming through. Already we are going to start making low density structures. Let's put some of this stuff back down over there. Steel can go into there. Plastic. Still missing a couple of beacons. Okay. Right, this needs signaling. So what do we have over there? We have we have, yes, we have rail signals in there. Right, so these are only half working because I've not hooked up all the rest of these inputs, but I will hook them into this big mine up here and then do the same there, just put loads of smelters on there. Now that is let's just add a tag of 76 million copper onto there, and then we'll see how quickly that sort of goes down. And then as and when that one disappears, I'll just hook up another mine, but yeah. So we've got 19 lines in there. We still need to do another. That's 16, 23. Which shouldn't be too difficult considering you know, the size of the ore patch that we've got 19 lines of there. We'll easily get 23 lines. Let's get that rebuilt. So we've got up here right, let's get rid of all these trees. minus speed drills times 4, so we need 23 off here, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, have I done those too close? I have. That's why it's no. Right. Let's go and actually get the miners and put them in. I must have just tidied them all up and put them in. 15. 19. 24. Right, let's just double check. Expected resources, all copper, no iron, all copper, no iron. Right, I'll take this one off. So it only had 3 miners on it, so that should still be like the 23. So let's right, so we'll have the lines coming in down 10, 20, 23. Good start. First one in. I've already got it off center. Come on. Yeah, my Spidertron definitely needs belt immunity. They are going the right way. 124. Right, so I need to go back and get some more belts, but I might as well put those. Put those down. Ooh, right, now look, everything is now speeded up again. Mining productivity 102. That was only 60-something% last time I looked. So, imagine how fast it's going to go once I finish hooking these up. So I'm going to need quite another few thousand belts, I think. So we'll head back to... we'll put down what we've got here, but I think I'll need to head back to my original base. Pick up some more. Yeah, we've basically just got lots and lots of trains waiting for low density structures to come in. And then as soon as... yeah, we can item erase those as well. How many more belts do we have on the train? We don't have any more belts on the train, right? And yes, I am aware that it is going to take an awful lot of belts to get from that end down to this end. 4,900. Let's see how quickly we use those up. Okay, that's a good start. Still got 2,400 belts left. Let's do what we did previously with... I think we need to go... I'm only about halfway down. Let's just see how many belts that was. That's about, yeah, 3,100. So it's going to be at least another chest full, probably two. See, that's only made, what we got there, 1,800. So yeah, it's going to be a waiting game now. I think I will I'll leave the game running. I'll probably wait until it's made like two stacks of two chests full of belts. How many rockets has we launched at this side, by the way? There's another one coming in there, so this is all still working. 6,383. There's launched another couple of hundred since I last looked. But yeah, I'll stop recording here. I'll just sit and wait for this to make me a lot more belts, and I'll fill them all up on the train, and I'll pick it up later on. I might sort of leave this running for 2 or 3 hours in the background. I mean, I can, you know, pick these belts up every half an hour or something, and we'll see how many we get made. How many belts has that made, by the way? 203,160 something. Right. I'll leave it there for now. I'll come back later when I've got a lot more belts and I'll finish hooking up these miners. Bye for now.